This is a journey that began more than 20 years ago. A journey about struggle, a journey about protest, a journey about pain, a journey about commitment, a journey that brought together an unusual alliance of community, faith-based, schools, healthcare, entertainment, and government agencies. A journey about stopping the violence and increasing the peace.
Violence was on an upswing all across the country, and especially so here in California. It was the leading cause of death of young people in the state of California.
While gangs were nothing new to the American landscape, Los Angeles was ground zero for a new and more menacing form of youth and gang violence.
The gang problem in Los Angeles is a historical one. It was the birthplace of many of the gangs that are currently spreading across the United States, whether they be the Latino gangs, 18th Street, MS-13, or the black gangs, the Crips and the Bloods. They all had their birthplace in the city of Los Angeles in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
I've seen what was once a benign problem become one of the most vexing and threatening realities of Los Angeles County. And it's all happened on my watch, as they say.
There was an industry out there that was profiting off of dumping tons, literally tons of weapons into urban centers where young African-American men and young Latino men were then turning them on each other and basically murdering their mirror image.
For me, as a civil rights lawyer, what civil rights do you have if you don't have safety? Safety is the first civil right. So all of our lawsuits and all of the victories that we had were not keeping these communities safe.
You have looted the furniture store, 48th and Central. Food is at the market, 43rd Place and Central.
Units in the vicinity. Man assaulting a woman, 1843 and 1/2 West 7th Street.
Places like Watts, California represented ground zero for rage and anger in communities all across the country. Poor housing and skyrocketing unemployment, bad relations between community residents and police caused the city to explode in 1965, leaving 34 dead, 1,000 injured, and more than $35 million in property damage. Then again in 1992, after the videotaped beating of black motorist Rodney King. 51 people were killed, 3,000 injured, and over $1 billion in damages. Watts became a spawning ground for hopelessness and became a symbol for rage.
It created an environment for gangs to thrive. I mean, things had gotten so bad, people had to actually put their children in bathtubs to sleep at night.
First of all, man, this is not television, man. This ain't no video game. This ain't no movie. How can you push rewind when somebody's kid get gunned down in the middle of the streets?
We didn't know what to do. We just started marching, meeting, and organizing. We wanted to make sure that we made the community aware of the need to fight the proliferation of violence. So at that time, it was all about doing whatever we thought we could do to wrap our arms around our children and make our communities safer.
We want to make sure that we hit every door, every person passing by. If you miss a house, hit the car. We just got to try to stop our youngsters from getting killed.
Traditional brothers in the streets didn't trust the police, and the police didn't trust the traditional brothers and the brothers who was out there in the neighborhood, and the average person in the community didn't trust nobody. Listen, I want to just, first of all, put out a challenge that our young folks in the community, I'm burying them every day out here in these streets, man. And a lot of them are trying to live that life that's just glamorous and it's not real. I'm putting out a challenge to you, man, to help us clean up these streets. I got mothers and fathers right here. I got mothers and fathers right here, brother. Wait a minute. Wait. I got mothers and fathers right here that I had to go pick their babies up out the street.
Till you lost that child, can't nobody feel that dagger in your heart like another mother.
Now I'm at a point in my life where I find myself becoming real bitter and mean, and I don't like that, because that's not me.
Then, for the first time, we started to see something happen that never happened before.
July 4th through Labor Day, 8 city parks will extend their hours until midnight, 4 nights a week, expand programming to engage our city's youth in positive activities during peak times for violence. The LAPD and gang intervention workers will work hand in hand with young people to help maintain ceasefires at each recreation center and in the surrounding communities. And the activities at each park will be staffed by the youth of each respective community. Again, they're the key.
Before long, conferences and meetings were being held all across Southern California. Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace Foundation started connecting the dots. What began as a question in 1992 became a full-fledged strategy in 2006. According to the LA Times, crime in Los Angeles County and surrounding areas like San Bernardino, Riverside, Pomona, and Ontario dropped once again in 2009 despite rising unemployment and a bad economy. Groups like Young Visionaries and the San Bernardino Drug and Gang Task Force, Pomona's Youth and Family Master Plan, Moreno Valley's Multi-Agency Task Force, Fresh Start Ministries in Ontario, Drive By Agony, A Mayor I Can for Social Change in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Mayor's Summer Night Lights Program, the Center of Grief and Loss for Children, Mother to Mother, the Los Angeles and Inglewood Ceasefire Committees, the Advancement Project, Unity One, and many, many others are all essential to the dynamic drop in youth violence. The truth is, no one individual group or law enforcement agency alone could have reduced the violence. It took a village, and we are here to salute that village.